Coal LLC consists of three main things: mining, gathering buffs, and getting upgrades. In fact, there are a lot of upgrades and different ones. Not only can you upgrade your weapon or buy an entirely new one, but you can also hire employees that mine for you or gather resources, and you can get things like bonus time, more stack size in your inventory. The point is, there are a lot of upgrades to make your run better. But can you actually win the game by just getting a single upgrade per day? To answer this question, we'll play as the intern that starts with a shoddy pickaxe. It's the most basic character in the game. And we'll also play on the standard map that has no changes to it. And the entire reason we have this very specific setup is that I got the idea for this channel from Ambiguous Amphibian, an amazing creator, and while I was watching the challenge, spoiler, I saw that he lost on day 14 and I thought, you know what, let me try to use my knowledge on the game and see if I can take this any further, or if the challenge is maybe also just too difficult that you just can't do it. But then it would be a little bit unfair to compare this, but we go for an entirely different character. Like, for example, a character that hoovers up all of the material, the ore that we mine. That would be insane, but it is a little bit of an unfair comparison, right? Okay, we have a lot of money over there, but we also have to return back up, and there are a few dangerous points. So I will mine this, and in case you have never seen Coal LLC, the way it works is, you go around swinging with your pickaxe, in this case at least. You mine the ore, you collect it. Once your inventory is full, you can't collect more, and you also have a requirement of ore that you need to get daily. So the money is needed to buy upgrades, which we are limited by, and the coal is needed to not lose the game. Now, currently we have 37 coal, that means I need a little bit more, and we are also running out of time. So what I'll do is, I'll apparently just fail the jump a bunch of times, then we will mine this coal, we'll also mine the coal up here, and then we just have to return, and I hope we have enough money because we need a good start. Okay, I can't get anything else, but I would say this was decent. We are looking for 690 gold. Perfect. So here are all of our upgrades. You can see we have an intern that can eventually go into a collector, and I wonder if it's maybe even worth it to go for the lightning collector, which weighs 5 days, yes. So each step is 1 upgrade day, but it means that we can collect a ginormous amount of resources. But over here we have our equipment, and even the ladder or the platform counts as equipment. Now the people that know Coal LLC, they may say, oh no, wait a second. That is actually a lot harder than I thought. Because one of the biggest risks in this game is that you get stuck and you can't return and then you just lose the game. So we have the copper rifle over here, and I think I will also go for that because it's one of the best farmers early on. The rest is just very limited, though maybe the shotgun could be interesting. The sapphire pickaxe is also interesting. But looking at the limited amount of weapon pool that we have, I think the copper rifle will be the best one. So we sell our weapon, we get a very big upgrade. And currently I'm also considering if for one day we will just buy a ginormous amount of platforms, because this way we can go up and down as much as we please. Now the issue is, when we do this, that also means that we are wasting a day where we could have upgraded, and we are wasting a ginormous amount of inventory space, right? That is not perfect. Now in the beginning I talked about the core mechanics of the game, and one of them is buffs. These are these chests that take a while to open, and now we have bonus bullet damage, which is perfect because, well, we have bullets, and we are looking for 2 very specific things. We are looking for emeralds and for sapphires because we can complete a quest that will allow us to get a hoover, and with the hoover we can just hoover up all of the material in a very limited area, but this is very helpful to make sure that we don't actually have to return back up, and instead we can just go to the hoover and return the items. Now we are almost full, so I have to make sure that I manage to return and retrieve our goods, but I haven't seen sapphire so far. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. Like, we need 5 sapphires to kickstart the entire quest. For now, I will drop the emeralds, just to make sure that in case I get the sapphires, I can return it. But this is not looking all too good. So, how many sapphires do we... Yeah, this is not enough. This will not do it. I wished I could have already started the quest today, because you can partially submit your ores. But I guess we just have to do it another day. So for now, we will just return. How did you get down here? Wait, can I get back up? I can get back up. All is good. I will also farm this little bit and this little bit. And then this little bit and this little bit. And then we just jump back up. We get our emeralds and we are done. How did we do? 1298 is decent, but also nothing special. Do we want to go for another weapon upgrade? I don't think so, because yes, this is a good upgrade in general, but the main goal is that we always get more time to make sure we have like double the time to mine stuff. And now the goal is really that we go for the Sapphire and make sure that we can unlock the quest. Or finish it rather. So let's go for you. If we get a golden weapon, I have to be very careful. We got amethysts. Okay, not bad. That is a lot of money. Do you see anything blue? No, seriously. Do you see anything blue? There's something blue down there. So we want to get as many emeralds as possible. The moment we finish the quest, we are so far ahead in the game. However, it would also put us behind because, well, we are wasting a lot of money that we could have gotten right for bonus upgrades. So we got you. Even more amethysts, you have to be kidding me. Like, I'm happy about the money, right? Because that is what we are limited by. But at the same time, we want to have golden weapons and things like that. We got 4 sapphires, which is beautiful. That means we can get the guy over here. There we go, it's now finished. And now we are just looking for a lot of green stuff. And we are full. Well, that's not perfect. Let's open you up. We got another upgrade. I don't care about any of these, so I will just go for the money. It's only 34 cash, you know, it doesn't change that much. But if you, like, keep in mind how much we earned yesterday, that is actually quite a bit. Okay, so we will return. We will submit the sapphires. And then we will also submit the emeralds, that we finish this as fast as possible. And compared to other runs, this will take longer to get it done. And I hope it's worth it, because one typical problem could be that it doesn't reach where we are, and we also need to get a lot of coal. So the first one is done, the emeralds are partially submitted, we have 10% of them, which is a little bit of a choke. But we already finished the coal requirement for the day, so now I can focus entirely on getting as many emeralds as possible, while also farming up money to make sure we can upgrade our weapon. So, does anyone see emeralds? Like, yes, we can zoom further out, but I also have a limit how far I can go, because I need to return. Still no golden weapon. Bullet damage? Sure. Yeah, I don't see anything. Like, I think we are just stuck. Oh no. I will still go for more bullet damage right now, because I think we have enough money. And it's sapphires. Oh, you have to be kidding me. They should be worth more than 25 coal here, I would assume. Okay. We will go back up, and I think lastly I will just go for the upgrade, because that is the biggest boost that we can get right now. And we have bullet damage. There was also jump velocity. Maybe that was worth it. Jump velocity means how high you can jump. 2471, that is very solid. We have a couple of interesting choices. One is a big upgrade to our weapon. The other one is that we go for bonus time. The other one is that we go for 10 additional slots, doubling how much we can carry around. Now, currently we have 12 damage, so going to 50 damage is, I think, the best thing we can do. The alternative would have been we double the inventory and earn so much money that we get the silver rifle, but I don't think we can do that without a golden weapon. So we'll just take the safe choice of a big upgrade. And we are looking for emeralds, more than ever before. Okay, there are emeralds, beautiful. We now have a dog because we finished the quest. There's also jump velocity. And the dog will point out the emeralds for me, which is very nice. So I also assume today we will finish the quest for the emeralds. How are we doing? We have 9 emeralds. That is actually a very decent amount. Then we go over here. Beautiful. Anything else? There are a few more emeralds. I will actually just go down and do that quickly. Please don't be a golden weapon. Perfect. Usually I would be happy about a golden weapon, but right now we just want to make sure that we have all of the things that we need without too much chaos, right? Okay. There's another emerald. Beautiful. We can now jump 4 blocks right now, which means it will be a lot easier to get back up, and that was just because of one jump velocity upgrade. We have 20. Maybe I should have just searched for the rest, but I didn't see any of them. So now we have 23, and today we will definitely finish the quest. Like, I'm 99% certain. And this will make a huge difference. You'll see it the moment we have it. So let's go over here. We open you up. And... Scheiße. Scheiße. Trust me, this looks better than it is. I mean, maybe it is really good. The issue is... we also have to get back, but I think I did a good job to not panic and do a controlled destruction. Like, if we do too much, it will be impossible to get back up here, and we just lost the game, right? Because we can't return our stuff. So we have the hoover finally, that is very important, and now we need amethyst to extend the range of the hoover. But I don't think this will be our priority, because the main reason why we have it is, it's meant to be a return point that we can use instead of having to go back up. And getting a golden weapon there is a jackpot. You may also notice there's a good chance we'll not finish this the entire day that we do this, because there's so much stuff on the floor, so we didn't need to do more. Okay, so I think this is one more return, and then we are done with it. But that was a beautiful day. And there we go. We have more than enough coal. How much coal do we need for day 15? I think it is 40,000. So our goal should be make sure that we can always get back. Jump velocity will help with that. Then we have more emeralds over here. We have such a destruction power. Do you notice that? Okay, there are amethysts, but I don't think I care. I'll just keep on shooting, and as we walk backwards, I will now shoot at the floor. Because this means we are destroying a few things that we can collect as we return. And even though we do get amethysts out of these quests, we will not, like, return them, because now the focus is that we earn as much money as possible. And once we get to the next layer, that is where we will focus on getting the amethysts. You always have to make sure that you plan in some issues that may happen, like that you fall down, for example, or so. And one final return. How did we do? Nice. Almost nice. Very nice. We can't afford a weapon upgrade, so we will go for the bonus time or for the inventory slots, and this doubles how much we can carry. Now this is a bit of a difficult decision whether we want to go for more inventory slots or for additional time. If we wouldn't have the hoover, I would definitely go for this guy over here, but even with the hoover you have to return all of the items, right? I will go for the time right now, but next up we'll go for the inventory space, and the way the hoover works is you do this. And that's it. You just carry it with you, and now we can hoover up all of the things. I did check out how our last day was in comparison to Ambiguous Amphibian. It was worse, but keep in mind we sacrificed a bunch of sapphires, and we also sacrificed the emeralds to get the hoover right. So today is the day where we expect to go a little bit crazy in comparison. Oh, you're not supposed to drop off, my friend. And as you may notice, the hoover, we can submit items, but it also hoovers up items on its own. So now that we are at the bottom here, I will just shoot up, let all of this fall down, and get it automatically. Isn't that amazing, right? Like, for a challenge like this, where you only have one upgrade, giving you the hoover is insane. And there we go, we have a bunch of emeralds, I will collect all of these. I think we could actually go down to the gray layer here. Let's see if we can... Oh my god, yes. This is so much money. And now we can also consider going for more golden weapons, but do you notice how fast we fill up? Generally speaking, you want to go for the toughest material you can find, but some of these are way better than others. And obviously going for a bunch of coal is not the greatest because it just fills up your inventory. And down here we can't use the hoover as well, because of its limited range. But we don't have to return to the base, right? So you can imagine, after this day, we will probably be filthy rich. So jump height is kicking in, as you may notice, and I think I want to take the hoover to somewhere else. We will just shoot upwards, we'll get all of the material here. Now it does look good, how much material we are getting. The only issue is, there's so much less in here compared to just going down, that it's not really worth it. And what do we have? Amethyst. Well, so how do we continue here? I will put a staircase down, like this way. I want to have the emeralds over there, but there's silver, and silver is worth a lot. I think silver is worth 40 a piece, or was it 10? No, I think it was quite a bit, but we can check this out after the day. Let's return. And this is why we need bonus inventory space, and why I also considered maybe it would be worth it to go for that over the time. Because I still have to walk around and get a lot. Oh my god. Oh no, Dex. Oh no, 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 no. I messed up. I messed up. I messed up big times. Wait, did I? I don't think I actually did. It looks bad. It is bad. But maybe I can make this work. How do we make this work? I have to go up here. Then we destroy this, because we have to do this trip a couple of times to destroy this. Perfect. And then we can just jump down, get all of the things down here, and I will sort out all of the coal. But we need to hurry because we are out of time. Okay, that was a beautiful day. The jumping is a bit annoying, but we'll make work, but we have to, we don't have a choice. Let's get the sapphires here, remove the coal. The coal is worth 3 each, so it's still decent. And eventually we'll start picking up the coal because there's too much around, so we keep recollecting it either way. And as long as we have the tough, or not tough, but the valuable material, we're good. Okay, you know what, I'll remove it again. Because we're out of time, there's no way we collect all of the stuff, by the way. Like 0. Okay, good enough, we go back up. Yeah, there's only a quarter of the day left, but this is a really good position in this case. So much coal, but I remove the coal. I should just drop it. But at the same time, it is such an enormous amount of money, right? And it's a lot of time waste to draw. Oh my god, I'll drop it. I need something else. It is a bit of a meme. Oh my god, I hate you. But the game pauses as we are on this tape menu, so you can say you can forever do that. But there's always a delay until you pick something up, and you want to make sure that you return as much as possible because you're pretty much losing money if you don't move back, right? But any moment I pause. Dude, you know, if you don't hold down the space all the way, then you don't jump as high. And I'm kind of used to that. Like with more jump height, you have to hold it down for longer, but I'm just used to the basic jump height. Oh my god, this was an insane day. I can't wait to compare this to Ambiguous Amphibians 1. And by the way, just for the people that are always a little bit under tension, we are not doing a challenge here against Ambiguous Amphibian. He is the one that inspired me to do this. And how well did we do? 13,100. You don't want to know what we are comparing to. So we are comparing this number with 5.3k. I think we are on a very good way. Now, ironically, it makes the entire thing a bit difficult, because I think what I want to do is shift the layer, but for this we also want to have a better weapon. The shifting the layer means that you can use the hoover more efficiently, since the basic layer is gone. I think this is the best. We also want to have the increased stack size, but if we shift the layer, we don't need it yet. The alternative would be we just upgrade our weapon, but more damage doesn't help you if you can't actually return the resources, so I will shift the layer, but this is dangerous. Because now the first layer is entirely gray. And this could be very difficult unless we get a golden weapon. You know what? Do we just hope we get a golden weapon? I could go for that. We are relatively fast. Kind of. Okay, bullet damage, very good, we need that. Let's go over here because I see a bunch of amethysts. And one of our quests is still to get amethysts to make sure that the hoover can go further. It's pretty much 1 layer per upgrade. Not exactly, you know, it's a range. And it's a circular shape. Okay. Well, there are a lot of amethysts around. Hold on. I may actually be able to do this, and we are so far ahead right now of the curve. What? I have never seen this before. Do you see how many amethysts are there? Well, that solves our issue of finding 40 amethysts. But immediately, right? Ironically, we will probably earn less today, because we are spending a lot of time destroying these. But we will have the hoover upgraded, which is insane this early, right? So we need 8 more amethysts. They also give a bunch of money, so I think I will just mine them entirely. And there we go, a bit more. We already have the requirement for the day, by the way, so we don't need to stress that. And maybe I want to go for a bit more jump height to make sure we don't get stuck when utter destruction happens. This is perfect. Did I just almost make that jump? Holy moly. Let's go over and submit the quest. We have a level 2 hoover. Not today, but tomorrow. And now we need rubies, and there's no way we'll get the rubies. But the goal now is take the hoover, go around, get all of the resources right now on the floor, get as many of the gray upgrades as possible, because these could be even more of the golden weapons. And we also want to have valuable things, but the main thing is just upgrades. If you think about it, when you limit your entire damage output because you can't get upgrades, then you obviously want to make sure you get other forms of damage output, as in permanent buff, and that's why I'm looking for them. Also, money, you know, big reason. It's stuck. It's actually stuck, I can't believe that. I wanted to carry it over, but I can't. Okay, that is a little bit annoying. Like, sometimes when it reaches its limit, even if you try to pick it up, it just immediately detaches from you, and that's what happened here. Should I try to go for the blue layer down there? I mean, I have nothing else really to do. I could go for the upgrade over there and see if it's a golden weapon, but why gamble if we can get guaranteed money? Well, because gambling is fun. So we just got 64 emeralds. Do you understand how much money that is? Oh, that took way too long. I can't do this again. So instead, I will just go around and collect this, but don't overestimate the value of a little bit of coal. 12,200, that is worse, but it is a very, very, very solid amount. So now the question is, what do we do? And I think the answer to that is, we will upgrade our weapon. The stack size is still smiling at me, but we just oh, the jetpack. No, we have the hoover. The hoover makes it a lot easier to do a lot of these things, so I think I just want to go for damage. The amethyst pickaxe is honestly a consideration. The reason is you can turn these quite insane, because they also get bonus attack speed, and it allows us to form a path to get through the game a lot easier. This one has the advantage, I can use the hoover, shoot upwards, and we get all of the material, right? But this one is more for farming hardcore material and also upgrades. You know what? Let's try it out. I'm really not convinced by this choice, but I feel like there could be something that we can use this for. And one big issue is always when you encounter one tough block that you can't break, it gets a little bit annoying, and there is pickaxe mining speed, which is amazing. Right now we want to have pickaxe mining speed to get through these blocks faster than we one-shot either way, but damage is more efficient damage output wise, but right now again, we one-shot them, so more damage doesn't do anything. Oh wow, this is insane, but our goal is the blue layer down there. I'm just getting this right now on the way. We have 4 rubies, but we don't care. And you may notice the line of the hoover is not turning red yet, because we have a lot more reach. Okay, we are looking for valuable things in the blue layer. Did you see how much we just got? But the jackpot would be that we get a golden weapon in here. This takes way too long. Holy moly, if this is not a golden weapon, I'm sad. Oh no, this is horrible. I can't believe that actually just happened. I straight up can't believe that just happened. And do you see my jump height now? It actually happened. It worked out. There's gold. Gold is worth a lot of money on the bottom left. Well, to be fair, we got one of the worst golden weapons in the game, if not the worst golden weapon. The pickaxe is also not great, but at least it can AoE down the things that you want to hit. Nice copper amount. Nice copper amount again. That is very unlikely to happen, by the way. Like, that is ridiculously unlikely. There's a huge range. Do you see that? We got 69 twice, then 84, then 90 something. And the copper is multiplied by 3, so that is 270 gold. And that explains why it's not really worth it. Like, yes, we mine it faster, so it's a rough comparison, but the gold is 1.5k. Do you understand how much that is? I mean, you understand the number, but the comparison to the copper is ridiculous. And then we can go for the silver on the left side. This is so much more interesting to me right now compared to a regular run, because I have to think about every single decision that I do, and we also spam the E key to immediately return resources, because sometimes the timer runs out, but you collected the resources. 51,900. And on this day, Amphibian had 14,000, which is actually a very high number, because he hasn't went for the hoover yet. Which is a huge nerf to yourself, right? So that is very respectable. Actually, really impressive. I think... Oh, Angel Wings would also be insane. You know, for the golden weapons, to just freely destroy what we want. This allows you to infinitely fly. You know what? I will go for the pickaxe upgrade. I'm not the biggest fan of it. But right now, we want to make sure that we get through this a lot faster. Like, the blue layer is holding up too much, and this way we are earning a lot less money. Okay, listen, this looks good, but it actually doesn't matter that much. There was a golden weapon, so we are looking for gold. Good that I see 0 gold, by the way. We one-shot these now. That means I can probably do this very fast. And we have 2 potential upgrades here. I will go for the upper one first, because there could be a golden weapon that allows me to open the lower one. Nope. But pickaxe mining speed is solid. Let's go for you next, and let's just pray that we get a golden weapon. So far we got quite lucky with them, but if we don't get them eventually, our days will get a little bit worse, just because we are missing them, right? Do you think we can go for the red layer with this pickaxe? No way, right? But it would be so much money. Like such a ridiculous amount of money. Ooh. These are horrible. I'm flying now. And next one. Come on. 1 golden weapon. I'm not asking for more. There are no upgrades around after these. We need to get lucky. Well, that is a diamond. That is a lot of money. So I'm not unhappy about it. But it's also not that much. I think it's 2,500 or so. Maybe 1,000. No, it should be 2,500. 4,000. You are the chosen one. Never mind. Mining damage. Oh my god, the jumping height is still spooky to me. It's so insane, isn't it? But yeah, that is the helpful part. Like, we'll never get stuck, pretty much. Even if we have a super chaotic golden weapon, we will still be able to maneuver around and get out of it. But we just have to go back to the hoover. Nothing more. Oh, this will take forever. You know what, Gamba? We don't see if we actually get this. This will be close. I mean, maybe it's about to break, actually. Any questions? Did you just see? Oh, no. I have to spam E, because if it breaks, I have to immediately submit it. Do you see that? If this was the last second and I didn't spam E, it wouldn't have been submitted. 18,000 in M. Oh my god. Did we... What? So for the daily comparison, on this day Amphibian got 11,000. But you have to keep in mind, most in this game, or actually all in this game, is an exponential curve. So if you have a better start, you will go crazy later on. Though you can also fine-tune choices. But I think I will just go for the... No. Do we want to shift the layers again? Because here's the thing. It doesn't help us that much to upgrade our pickaxe like crazy, but then we can't return the stuff. Like you've seen how much inventory space it took up, right? So I think we will actually go for the shift in the layers. And tomorrow we'll buy the better pickaxe. I just realized I could have probably gotten the rubies. No. We know there weren't that many rubies, only a few of them. If I would have returned all the time, then yes, we could have done it. But I don't think that's worth it. Even more jump velocity, holy moly. I will also pick up any gold that we find, because that is where the money is at. But today the goal is we go into the next layer, and there we look for the gold. That is gold. It's just hiding below the copper. Okay, that is perfect. This will be so much money. We got you. Please, a golden weapon. This would be perfect. Come on. Oh, you don't like me anymore, but I'll take the pickaxe speed. That is actually quite helpful. Do you hear how fast it is now? There's a diamond, but usually the toughest material is not worth it. I mean, I'm not saying gold is definitely the best one. I could be wrong with that, but I think it's very good. You know what? I will quickly go over to the upgrade. Because any bonus upgrade we get right now has insane value. Because we'll mine on this down there forever. Come on. Just be something useful. You want it. I want it. Not a golden weapon, ironically. Would you take a look at our coal? The next time we do a comparison, I will guarantee you there's a very high chance. I will guarantee you there's a very high chance. That is a nice sentence. But I will guarantee you our coal will be higher than the money Amphibian earned, because we are stupidly lucky. That was the most insane golden weapon we could have ever gotten. And now take a look at how much gold we get here. I told you already, please fix your attention issues. You're seeking too much attention too often. But how much gold do we get? 21. Casually, 21 times 300. You know, that is the actual value behind that. I'm just gonna say this again, because I know there are some very weird people that spin their own narrative. This is not a comparison of who is better or not. It's just him that inspired this entire idea, so it makes sense to compare how it worked out, right? So, on this day, Amphibian earned 13,000. We have more than triple of that in coal alone. Doesn't this feel a little bit illegal, what happened here? I think it's really in the pickaxe and just going into the lower layers. Ouch. So, it is a big upgrade. No, but I have to do that, right? We need the better pickaxe. Yeah, we are just way too slow. This hurts a bit. We could also go for you. No. Let's stick to the pickaxe because that's what we have the upgrades for, right? That we picked out. And now we will just go down smashing. There are 0 upgrades. Like in the red layer, yes, but I'm not even sure if we can do them. And I think today I will focus on getting the rubies, because now we are a lot faster to do this. I just don't see anything red, which is always a bit ironic to say in the red layer. There's a ruby. Yeah, but I need a lot of them next to each other. We need at least 4 of them. Down there. Do you see it? I think you saw it. If we get a golden weapon now, this would be a jackpot to open up the entire stage. Wait, there are rubies and there are rubies. Okay. Stop it. Go away. Please give me a golden weapon. This would be the biggest jackpot ever because we can open up the upgrades on the left side. Oh my god. Okay. You know, I will admit, I am a little bit lucky. Just a little bit. You barely notice it, but I may be a little bit lucky. I can't upload this. I genuinely can't upload this. I'll just be accused of cheating. There's no way. Imagine this would have been another one, by the way. I can't upload this video. I just can't upload this video. No one will believe that this is not cheated. I don't believe this is not cheated. Like, do you understand how unlikely it is to get this many golden weapons in such a short period? Oh, here's the thing. I don't even think it's worth it to return all of this material. Just because it takes too long. Like, we only return a little bit compared to what we can earn here. So down there is the infamous black layer. This is the one where upgrades jump up like stupid. They go from like 20% bonus to 120, I believe, if I recall it right. So you get 6 times the value out of them. But I think that is also the first layer that doesn't have golden weapons anymore. And it is an insanely tough one. Like, we can't break that right now at all. Do we actually have 51,000 coal right now? Wait, that is insane. That is completely absurd. What? That should actually be enough to win the entire game. Like, the reason I say that is, I'm currently considering, do we want to go for the true ending? Then I have to take a break now because I'm already over time in eating. Like, I was supposed to eat a moment ago, but I was willing to play until day 15 for that. But day 25 is a lot longer. How much did we earn? 483,000. For comparison, Amphibian is at 32,000. And I think you all know what we have to do. There are a lot of interesting things, especially the flying. But we have to go for the diamond pickaxe. Okay, I'm back, let's continue, and I'm trying my best to do this right, okay? But you know the typical issue? I had 1 German beer, which pretty much means there was 1 beer that started the chain. And now I'm trying to aim correctly. And there we go, I did it. Perfect, pickaxe mining speed. Now while I was eating and enjoying liquid, I came across certain shorts, you know, YouTube shorts, and we all know boo. Don't disturb me while I'm locked in. Don't disturb me. Scheiße. I got stuck. Step bro. Give me a moment. Perfect. While I was there, you know, I usually like to eat for quite a long time, you know, just enjoying the time there, the silence, the peace. I came across an anime Oh, wow. Okay, what anime? It's called Spy X Family, which I have heard about, but I've never watched it. And I got so addicted by it. Like, holy moly, I need to watch the entire show. Like, I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but that thing was so much fun to watch. And I gotta say, there's a main character called Lloyd. Okay? And he... Spoiler, by the way, but I don't know if it's spoiler because the thing is so old. He apparently pretends to be in love with his wife for a mission, you know, because he's a spy. But his wife, that he doesn't know, is an assassin. Okay? So she tries to live a normal life and actually falls in love with him, the way I understand it. But he is just on a mission, so she is just part of a family that he is supposed to have. But this dude is literally like me. Like, I obviously don't mean I'm a spy, okay? What I mean is, and thank you for clarifying that, Dex. What I mean is, his characteristics are exactly how I treat people and love life. Like, I don't know if... Like, first of all, I haven't watched it, right? So I only know what I... Lock in. Lock in. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Okay. The only thing I know is what I've seen in those shorts, and I even, like, looked. I looked. Like, it's funny, because lutscht in German means sucked, but I wanted to say searched and looked, and then it happened, like, it turned out into lutscht. I searched for compilations, you know, best-ofs, and it is so good, like, holy moly, I'm like, dude, this is literally me. Like, this is so good, I love that. I absolutely love that. Like, you gotta imagine this, Dex sitting there in the restaurant, eating his rump steak and enjoying his life, getting his first few beers, you know, coming across the first short that makes him like, huh, this is actually quite interesting, you know what? This is actually not just interesting, this feels very familiar, you know, the behavior, and everything about it, you know, the interactions. And then I start sending all of my friends, all 2 of them. I spam them with shorts about that and explaining what I think is so amazing about that, you know, and the similarities and where exactly this behavior has happened in my life with past partners and stuff. This has been me for the last 2 hours. Yeah, this will not happen, right? Wait, this may actually happen. Oh my god, do you understand how much gold this is if this works out? But has this ever happened to you that you can't really relate personally how you are as a character to most things you have seen? You can obviously still enjoy it, right? But you can't relate to it, and then you come across something where you're like, this is exactly me. Heilige Scheiße. Oh my god, we are rich. We are completely rich. We are absurd. You don't even understand how rich we are. But it's like, I don't need to explain how I am or who I am. I just need to show you this clip and I can explain you exactly what happens in his mind and why he says this, because I would say exactly the same thing, and here's the reason. This feels so freedom. I feel USA in me, not a gun. Like, I mean, I feel relieved, you know? So it seems like, fittingly, we've struck some oil. And our comparison to Amphibian is he earned 44,000. If we would fart, we would lose about the equivalent of that amount from our cash store. I don't even know what that means, but this is stupid. What we have done. I don't even know what happened. But we'll move the layers. Let's go. This is now where the real game begins. Because we'll try to get into the black layer. Now we have seen it works, right? But we want to do this more consistent. We want to do this more consistently. In other words, I need to zoom out more because we jump way too much. That's a funny problem. Wait, give me a moment. Dex, what have you done? You know, this is my favorite thing when I come back from eating and then I check out what I've done before I went to eat and had the starting beer, you know? This is like the best thing ever because I'm like, dude, what went wrong in your childhood that this is the result of it, you know? Let's get money. But yeah, we need to get a couple of upgrades. So I think I will just go into the red layer and get them. Because this is like, look at this, right? This takes forever to mine this. And I don't think that's worth it. Like, yes, it will earn us the most. But what I mean is, we could instead get upgrades that upgrade our pickaxe and make it better. So why spend our time here? Okay, buddy, but you took forever. Oh, God. Did you just see how much we got there? Do you understand how much money this is? Rubies are worth a lot. And we were just entirely full and there was a leftover on the floor. So now we'll go for you. We're looking for pickaxe upgrades. That is pretty much the only thing we care about. So at this point, gold upgrades are actually bad. I will go for the capacity on the dude, because selling it for money at this point means nothing. Because the money that you get out of it scales with the day and not with what you've earned so far, right? And we know we are super far ahead. Please. Mining damage. Perfect. We need this now. Like, we want to go for the thing that gives us the most DPS, because we know we'll work on the black layer. And that is the one that takes the longest. So damage is by far the best at a 3-to-1 ratio. So we pretty much want to have a little bit more damage, but then we want to... But then we want to have speed. Damage, perfect. And then we'll jump up here. That is hopefully another one. Okay, I'll just sell it, but do you see that 4.6k is like... It sounds nice, right? And then you look over at our coal and it's like it's a fraction of the worst resource that exists in the game. That is not really worth it. Pickaxe mining speed, beautiful, that is out of the way. And we don't care about the little bits, you know, those are individual pieces. Cool. Do you see how useless it is to use the red stuff now? Because the black layer has no gold weapon. But it's just not worth it. So we want to go for the gold over there, which will take a hot second. But we can suck all of it up with the hoover, which means we'll be filthy rich. Okay, let's put this away. I don't know if we've done this so far, but I just want to check out how much gold we get out of this. Okay, we can't go for another one after this. There's also gold at the top. Yep, okay. This really showed how much is in there, right? How much is it? Alter Schwede. What? Voice crack. But no way we just did that. This has 200,000 damage. This has 500,000 damage. This doesn't sound like a big difference, right? But if you think about it, if we take 100 seconds to mine something with this, which is borderline impossible to get there and mine it, this would only take 40 seconds. That is a huge difference, right? If you word it this way. In other words, we'll pick our little dude, we'll check for upgrades. Well, I mean, should we just go for black upgrade? If we can actually do that, we get such a ginormous boost that is worth it. The only question is, do we really want to do... Oh my god, you just destroyed that. But like completely. Okay, you're useless. But at least we have more sprint speed. And pickaxe damage, perfect. I will also go for the one over there. Like if you know... Yeah, that's not worth it. That's actually straight up slower than our dude. On something really tough for... Yeah, okay, that's still not worth it. Thank you for that. For what we need. Do you actually understand how unlucky this is? Like, this sounds lucky, right? Because you're like, oh, that's a golden weapon. No, this sucks. We needed a bonus speed for this. And now we are stuck. Okay, you know what? You get put over here because I need to see if we manage to do this. It's not looking horrible, but here's the big issue. If we end up with an upgrade that is not for our pickaxe, we just lost so much time of scaling, which is horrible. We can't really afford that, so we hope it is speed or damage. Damage is more welcome, but both of them are infinitely scaling, I was told. Speed used to have a limit in the game, around 3000%. Okay. Cool. No. I'm happy about that, you know. Because that means I have to work more. That's, as a German, that makes me very happy. I can feel it, you're the one. Holy moly, look at this, right? Before we got 20%. We are now at 330% thanks to this one upgrade. It was pretty much more than half of the damage bonus. And what do we get? Yeah, this is pathetic in comparison, right? 20% instead of 125% is just a joke. So our goal is, we need to get a lot more of the black upgrades. That also means we may end up the day with less earning in total, because I spend so much time on opening these up, but in the long run it will be worth it, because this is the only way how we become stronger. Oh my god, that was fast. Pickaxe mining damage. Look at this. Do you see that? That was look at this amethyst. Do you see how fast we are breaking this now? So the timer is ticking, which means there's no reason to go to the other one. We will just try to break the gold, which took forever before. And it's done. Dude, the moment we farm an entire day, we'll be so filthy rich, we don't even know what to do with the money. Do you see this? Oh god, I need to submit the money. We did it. So how much did we earn? Is it still an okay amount? But I spend most of the day just getting upgrades. Yeah. Yeah, hoverboard. That is, totally fine. Yeah, now we are flying. We don't even have to be concerned anymore to go down, like, a lot. Because now we're just flying. The next pickaxe will require a ridiculous amount of gold. 165 million. I don't think we'll get this in this run. I mean, if we go to day 25, then yes, we'll probably get it. But not by what we are doing right now. Isn't that stupid? Oh my god. They are the next upgrades. You know, yeah. Show them what you can do. Show them what you can do. And you know what? On our left side, there's a bunch of gold. This is the iron. Emerald will not take a while. Never mind, forget about it. I said nothing at all. There's the gold. Now we know this take... You know what? I'm just not gonna say anything anymore, because apparently it doesn't take a while. If you get early upgrades that are good, you earn so much more, which means you can buy everything earlier. Like a good performing day pretty much means you shave off one day. And then you just need another good performing day, and you shave off another day, and suddenly you are in, like, an insane amount of... ahead. Okay, there is the toughest material that exists. First of all, the diamond. Very tough, by the way. Okay, that was it. Do you think we can do the hard diamond? That is the pink one. I mean, we only have half a day left, so I need to be careful what I do. If we get damage here, this would be insane. 620 damage. I need way more damage. This ratio is not good. But I would say, let's check it out. How fast are we with this, like, second toughest material? Spinal, which is the red one, is the toughest one that we can get here. Okay. I'm not the only one that sees it's breaking, right? This is not supposed to happen. We are not supposed to get this far with one upgrade a day. Yeah, it looks like a butt plug, okay. You're not the first one that notices that. Yeah, I would say we'll just farm this. But aren't we ready to go to day 25? Like, am I mistaken? Isn't this enough? 9 million? That was worth more than anything else. This is worth it. I never had that impression. So currently I have the issue. There's genuinely nothing that I want to buy. Because even just buying a miner means the miner upgrades are more likely out of the chests. Because it has a preference for the things that you own. Here's no upgrade that we need. I mean, we could go for the one-click chest looting, right? Sure, let's do that. Day 15. This is the final day of the base game. Well, I mean, you know, of the normal ending. Do you see how fast we are? This is the power of the black upgrades. It may not have looked like this, that it's that much of a difference because we are stuck on the super slow things. But we are absurdly fast right now. So we need damage, right? Oh my god, we need damage. So I was told the ratio is 3:1. That means if we have one... I can't... I'm too fast. That means if we have 1000 pickaxe damage, we want to have 333% pickaxe speed. Should we try the Sapphire down there? The tough one. The green one. Okay, we got more damage. You know what? I will actually do that. Let's see how long it takes. Okay, first of all, I need you, because otherwise you bother me. Then I'll put you off, because the hoovering sound is annoying. There's actually gold down there. Should I try for that? It has so much value if I get that. Okay, you know what? I'll do it. It will take forever. But if we manage to get that, we are so filthy rich. You don't even know what to do with the money anymore. Let's get you. Then we get you. Then we get you. Come on. Okay, that takes very long. It actually takes so long to even just get the iron. I'm not even sure if we can get the gold. Like, do you notice that? It takes forever, and the gold is a very, very tough material. I will try it, but there's a chance that I'll start it, and we never get it. I will pick this up just to make sure we can submit it, but yeah, it wasn't enough. But how much money Sapphire? Remember when I said take a look at the Sapphires? And we also got a bunch of iron, by the way. Look at the gold. And that is the final day. Now, here's the real question. How much did we prepare, right? Do we even need to do anything? Or can we just go to day 25 straight away? Some people dislike that. As in, they want to see what else we can accomplish, but keep in mind, this is a heavily limited challenge. And now imagine, without any upgrades, without anything, we just earn enough every single day to beat the game. But I just realized, there is actually a chance we don't earn enough. And I should be farming a lot of upgrades, because that number is going up insanely fast. Day 18, we just have to get to day 25. Do you actually think we managed to get enough in 15 days that without any further upgrades we can get to day 25? That would be so absurd. It's not that hard to get to day 25. Okay, maybe I was a little bit too ballsy about this entire thing. This is day 20. How much do we need? I mean, we did get enough. That is good. 1 million. Thanks. You know, I have zero problem locking in the moment we realize we can't earn enough and I'll get more upgrades. But if you realize you don't earn enough and you need more upgrades, you're spending your time on getting upgrades, right? That means you're already under the tension or the pressure that you need to get enough of the material. And you don't have the time to go for upgrades, it takes too long. Please just be 1.5 million, okay? Don't go up too much, please. At most 2 million. 1.7 million. Okay, I can deal with... Well, how do I deal with day 25 though? No. I should just take it. I should just take the upgrade right there next to me. But I genuinely believe this will not be enough for the final day what we need there. Oh god. How much do we need on the next day? Please 2.5 million. 3 million, okay. You see the problem there, right? If this keeps doubling every single day, we quickly go from we have more than enough time left to I don't have any time left. Okay, you know what? I will farm for a quarter of the day and see how much we get, because then we know roughly what we can achieve. And if this is not a number I'm satisfied with, then I'm sorry, but I'll start farming upgrades, because we'll need them. Otherwise we just lose the game, like we already know it. There's no reason to say, oh, Wimpy Dex, you chickened out. No, we know we'll lose. And my anticipation for a win is way higher than my pride in doing this thing the way I said it. Okay, how much is it? We are about a quarter of the day. It's 3 million. So I can do roughly 4 times the amount. Maybe with a try-hard day, where I really plan out and screenshot the screen, go into the pause menu and decide what I do. Maybe I can do 5 times the amount. Scheiße. Do you know how much day 25 needs? Day 25 needs 50 million. 50 million. I've just sacrificed a ginormous amount of days without upgrades. And when I said we can do 5 times the amount under optimal circumstances, this would be 15 million. But we need 50 million. We are so far behind now that I'm not even sure anymore if I can get enough upgrades to catch up with this again. This is how horrible the entire story is. So, yeah, good job, Dex. Wait a second. No, we have only 3 million. How do we get to the next pickaxe? If I can do this, we literally win. Do I just go for the green stuff? Maybe we can earn enough gold out of this that I can buy the next pickaxe. Oh no, this is bad. This is the max limit. I can't even go further. Oh no. But I need you. I can't hoover up the stuff. We will go for money for the rest of the day in hopes that we earn quite a... There's pink diamond. There's pink diamond. Can I get through there? How do I do this? I will try to go for the green pink diamonds because this is a ridiculous amount of money. And then we'll see what we are left with. Our goal is still 660 million. Oh no. I can't even get the pink diamonds. We are too weak for that. I can't even finish the rubies. It wasn't even close. How much money do we have? Okay, there are some big numbers in there. But for 660 million, you know. Wait, what? These are the 660 million. We just need 165 million. We need one good farming day. And we'll be able to buy that. You're about to break. Come on, there we go. Beautiful. So much gold. Now, the question is, how long does it take us to break through? But given that we know that we just want to earn enough to get the next pickaxe, and that pickaxe, I'll show it to you later, has absurd amount of damage. Like, I think it has about 7 times the damage of the current one, which may again not sound like a lot, but if you usually take 70 seconds to break something, then it's only 10 seconds. How did we do? Did we get a 60 million? It looks really bad. It looks just right. It looks just right. And now look at the damage of this, okay? 500,000, right? You'll be like, oh, that's good. It is good, right? What is our bonus damage? 2000%. Holy moly, that's actually a lot. That's a 21 times multiplier. But this is 50 million. Wait. I thought we were about to get the 7 times multiplier, but I think that is the next one, right? No, never mind, forget about it. We just got a 100 times multiplier. So in case you're wondering, Dex, do you really think this will be enough money? Just watch. Just watch. Okay, there's green. Oh, is this the one that we were stuck at? Oh, there were diamonds. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, pink diamonds. Pink diamonds are very hard, right? Oh yeah, pink diamonds are very hard. What you're saying is we'll just travel up. We'll do this. End the day. And now we need the 50 million, which we, by the way, had already. No, but that's just stupid, right? That's just stupid. How far can we get down? Oh yeah, we needed more damage. That is the one thing we needed. We need... You know what? Let's go for this guy. These upgrades are not as good as the previous jump, but you may notice it is still a big jump from 125 to 180. Do you think we can do this guy to end the entire thing with just one block? I'm not even sure if it's enough, but we have 15 million. How much do we get? Yep. Okay. And with that, we have beat the 1 upgrade a day challenge until the true ending of the game. Again, a big shout out to Ambiguous Amphibian. He has made a lot of videos that I've enjoyed a lot, so go check them out. And if you've enjoyed this challenge, then don't forget to subscribe and give the video a like. See you the next time.